Well, and welcome to the Legacy Lost Radio Music Paradise. And we're going to do a little something different today. We're going to discuss some sports. I grew up in New York and grew up in the 70s watching the Yankees and early 80s. And then I've been watching the Yankees because of their history and tradition. My first baseball game was watching a 70s World Series with Thurman Munson and Bucky Dent. So I kind of hooked on the Yankees. Had a relative, late grandfather worked for Nelson Doubleday as an accountant for the New York Mets, guy that used to own the New York Mets in the 80s, so I got to see the 86 Mets, so I kind of root for both. And the same thing with the New York NFL football teams. I've kind of lost interest with all the political bullshit going on with the NFL, but both these basically play in the same place. And the Jets were a little bit more of a Long Island, Suffolk County team because they used to play, the Hofstra was back in, in the 80s and stuff when growing up. So they were a little more of the Long Island team on the east, the central. So anyway, Mets are doing pretty good this year considering. I think Mickey Callaway was a great hire. The Yankees are so-so this year. I think a lot of injuries have to do with that, and cold weather possibly, but affecting a lot of rainouts and continuity and stuff. A lot of injuries, Brandon Drury, a lot of guys getting hurt. Stanton's really not doing so good so far, so at home especially. So we'll see if he warms up. He's used to Miami, so the colder weather. Maybe he's taking a while to adjust to warm up. So we'll see. The pitching's been so-so, and we'll see what's going on with that. Anyway, the NFL draft, the Browns have number one pick. The New York Giants have the second pick. I would think they would probably go for Barkley, the running back. They really need a good running back and to complement Eli. It seems like they're committed to Eli, and they drafted Davis Webb as a quarterback last year as kind of a project. And he's kind of a tall, gangly, but he throws a good deep ball. So we'll see what happens with that in the Jets. You got maybe Darnold, but I don't know if he's. Then you got Josh Rosen, who's got probably the most NFL ready, but he doesn't. I don't know. He's got some immaturity issues and durability issues. They say. Josh Allen's can be. He's got the strength. The arm is incredible. The physical traits are there. Big, tall, like 6'5", like a Big Ben type. But does he? He's very inaccurate. So he's kind of a project. Darnold, like I said, he's kind of the best blend of all of them. But he's a USC quarterback. See Mark Sanchez, Matt Weinert, John David Booty, I think it was. There's a bunch of them. Kessler. They don't really do too well in the NFL, so I'm kind of hesitant about USC quarterbacks, not just because of the NFL history. And then we got Baker Mayfield from Oklahoma, Heisman Trophy quarterback. Got a lot of, got a little bit of maturity issues, they say too, but he's young, but he's fiery and he's a leader, and he likes to win, and good competitor. Even though he's on the short side like Drew Brees, he I don't know. I think he might be the best pick for number 3 for the Jets. I don't really know. It's a crapshoot. We've seen this in 1983 with Dan Marino and Ken O'Brien and the LA and all that stuff. That year was quite a year for quarterbacks, and we'll see what happens. So I don't know. So let's check out the 26th. We'll see what happens. But this is just a little status of the New York sports. Doing something a little different from the radio page today. But let's see what happens. Again, I don't know. I think the Jets would be best probably served maybe getting Mayfield, but we don't know. We'll see. The quarterback I'd probably like to see them draft the least is Josh Allen, because he's already kind of like Hackenberg. You already got someone that's pretty tall, prototype size, and he hadn't panned out. So we don't really need more projects. We You need guys that can go in and get the job done. After I've been around almost 45 years or so, and I've never seen the Jets in the Super Bowl or win a Super Bowl, so it'd be nice to finally get the damn pick right. So we'll see. So anyway, go Yanks. We'll see what happens with that. And the Mets again are doing good. Giants, what a lost season that was last year. Awful, awful. And we'll see what happens. So anyway, just testing this phone out. Aspect ratios and stuff are different on here. The upload quality. It says this does HD upload quality, but it's not showing that. So I'm not really sure. I'm new to the Android game here. I've done tablets and stuff, but not really the phones. So anyway, this is just something a little different to discuss some sports and a little off topic, and we'll see what happens. But I think Mayfield will be the pick for the Jets at 3, and number 2, I think Saquon Barkley will be the running back for the Giants at number 2. Number 1, I think either Allen or Darnold for the Browns. So we'll see, and we'll see how the baseball season unfolds too. And all right, 73.